Welcome to this chapter in our philosophical journey. This is Professor Joe again, where we now turn our attention to one of the most profound and ancient questions humanity has ever asked: what is really real? Or what is the nature of reality? This is the domain of metaphysics, a branch of philosophy that ventures beyond what appears to seek out what is. In this session, we will explore the central theories and thinkers that have attempted to explain the nature of reality, and we begin with a definition. First, what is metaphysics? Metaphysics is the construction and criticism of theories about what is fundamentally real. It asks questions like, what does it mean for something to exist? What is the ultimate nature of the universe? Is reality one thing or many things? Is the world only made of matter, or is there something more? Unlike epistemology, which explores how we know, and ethics, which deals with how we ought to act, metaphysics asks a deeper, prior question: what actually exists? This makes metaphysics the most foundational of philosophical pursuits. It digs under everything: abstract nature of things, under perception, under science, under morality, and asks what lies at the bottom of it all. Second, let me explain what ontology is, the heart of metaphysics. At the core of metaphysics lies ontology, the study of being as being. While metaphysics explores the whole of reality and its structure, ontology zeroes in on the nature of existence itself. Ontology asks, what kinds of beings exist? Are they material, like trees and stones? Are they immaterial, like minds, thoughts, numbers, or souls? In this sense, ontology is about the what of being, while metaphysics expands to the how and why of reality. Together, they give us a powerful toolkit to analyze and question the deepest assumptions we have about the universe. Third, let us focus on the two kinds of being: material and immaterial. In ontology, we often distinguish two major kinds of being. A material being. It is spatial, exists in space, has size, weight, form. It is public, observable, and measurable by others. It is mechanical, governed by cause and effect and the laws of physics. Examples: planets, rocks, bodies, houses, trees. Being immaterial. It is non-spatial, does not occupy physical space. It is private, known only to the one experiencing it. It is teleological, oriented toward meaning or purpose. Examples: thoughts, dreams, consciousness, emotions, mathematical truths, values, the soul. Fourth, let me explain what Plato and Aristotle says on which reality is real. This distinction between the material and the immaterial sparked one of the greatest debates in the history of philosophy. Plato believed that the immaterial world, what he called the world of forms or ideas, is the true reality. The physical world, in his view, is just a shadow or imitation. Aristotle, Plato's student, took a more grounded approach. For him, the material world was real and primary, but it was structured by purpose and essence. This tension between the visible and the invisible, between matter and idea, continues to shape metaphysical debate even today. Fifth, let us examine major theories of metaphysics that are constructed from the kinds of being. From this foundation, several theories of metaphysics have emerged. The first theory, materialism. Only the physical world exists. Thoughts and feelings are the result of physical processes in the brain. The spiritual or mental realm is either non-existent or reducible to matter. Materialists argue that all reality can ultimately be studied through science. The second theory, idealism. Only ideas or minds are truly real. The material world is just an illusion or a projection of the mind or a fake copy of reality. Reality is shaped by perception and mental constructs. For idealists, what we perceive is not what is, but what our minds interpret. The third theory, dualism. Both the material and immaterial exist. The body and the mind or soul are separate but interact. Famous dualists include Plato and René Descartes. Dualism tries to reconcile the reality of both physical substance and mental or spiritual experience. Fourth, monism. All of reality is made of only one kind of substance. Can be materialist monism, everything is matter, or idealist monism, everything is mind. It simplifies reality by reducing it to one fundamental principle. Fifth, pluralism. Reality is too complex to be reduced to just one or two substances. There are many kinds of beings: physical, mental, abstract, moral, spiritual. Pluralism reflects the diversity and richness of existence, that there exist several individual existences. Sixth, why this matters. Now you may ask, why should I care about metaphysics? Because whether you realize it or not, you already live with metaphysical assumptions. When you say love is real, you're claiming an immaterial truth. When you trust science, you're affirming a belief in material processes. When you believe in the soul, or God, or justice, you are engaging in metaphysics. These assumptions shape how we view human identity, life after death, free will, artificial intelligence, ethics, and even scientific inquiry. Metaphysics is not an escape from reality. It is a way of going deeper into it. Lastly, let me sum up and provide you some takeaways. Let's summarize the key points. Metaphysics is the study of reality in its deepest form. It asks what is really real. Ontology is the study of being. It asks what kinds of things exist. Material beings are physical, observable, and governed by causality. Immaterial beings are non-physical, private, and goal-oriented, like minds, ideas, or souls. Plato and Aristotle debated whether the real world is material or immaterial. Materialism says only matter matters. Idealism says only ideas are real. Dualism says both are real. Monism says reality is made of just one thing, matter or mind. Pluralism says reality is a mix of many kinds of beings. Final reflections. Before we end, here are some questions to ponder. What do you believe is most real? Matter, mind, or both? Can something be real if it has no physical form? If your thoughts and dreams don't occupy space, are they less real? Is the world we see the full picture, or just a part of something deeper? Metaphysics teaches us that reality may be larger than what meets the eye. It challenges us not just to accept the world, but to understand it. Thank you, and in our next session, we'll continue asking the big questions that Plato and Aristotle asked: what is really real, the material or the immaterial universe?